Hi, and welcome to Kidney Plugged In. Kidney disease disproportionately impacts the South Asian community, and raising awareness about the risks of kidney disease within the South Asian community is important in the ongoing fight against this disease. On this episode, you'll meet a woman who is passionate about doing just that. Joshy Reddy was completely unaware of the higher risks of kidney disease until her father Dan was diagnosed with kidney disease in December of 2022. This sudden diagnosis changed her life, and today Joshy is a dedicated advocate of kidney disease and organ donation registration through social media platforms. And on the show today, you'll meet Joshy. You'll meet the Reddy family and hear their inspiring story of how they've overcome challenges, dealt with daily struggles, and their hopes for a brighter future. And we welcome them next, right here on Kidney Plugged In.
So I'm the oldest, and then there's my sister, Jessica, and my brother Daniel, and there's 4 grandchildren, Alicia, Ashiana, Caden, and Mason. So we came to Canada back in 1974, and I was 3 months old when I came to Canada. We didn't have anything coming to Canada, came and landed in this big country with nothing, basically. My dad worked really, really hard trying to find a job, and he had a job in like a woodworking kind of company, right, Dad? Mm-hmm. And he worked there for about 3 months?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. He worked 3 weeks, and it was really tough on Dad, as the story goes, right? And he used to get a lot of the wood chips and all of that in his eyes, and it was tough. And Mom at the time didn't have a job. And then Dad was looking for other jobs, and he, of course, came home one day and said, it's enough, right? And went looking for a job the next day and went to Lilydale. And the guy said, I've been looking for you. And the guy said, come tomorrow 7 a.m. and you've got a job. And he went and started working there, hanging chickens, of course. And from there, Mom got a job. It was Maryhill Private Hospital. You know, and then we lived in a basement suite. And then about, I believe, 5 years later, we had a house.
Yeah.
5 years later, we had a house. We had my sister. You know, 13 months later, my brother came. And then there was the 5 of us. And my mom and dad, at that point, we had a beautiful home, which they worked very hard for.
You know, life is better here. In Fiji, there's not much. So my dad, you know, my brother was here, and he brought us here. And then, like, you know, we had nothing. Like, we came here with nothing. Just clothes on our, you know, bag of clothes.
What a success story you are.
My favorite memories was getting in a car on the weekends and going to Kmart or going to the Coquitlam Center. It was the funnest time. It was just us, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. You know, going to Kmart or going to Coquitlam Center or...
It wasn't there.
Oh, well,
Safeway.
you know, Safeway. But we would go.
We'd be together.
We would be together. It was just the funnest time with all 5 of us. My dad, my mom, anything.
In December.
In December. So we knew at Christmas time it was the worst
Just before
Christmas.
Christmas.
Just before Christmas. It was the worst Christmas.
He usually have blood tests done every 3 months, and so one of the blood tests said that his kidney was 19. So the doctor phoned and said his kidneys are going down, and so we made an appointment to go and see the family doctor, and that's when he said his kidney. Well, I said it's 19, and he said no, it's 16. And then after talking to the doctor, and he said because he's very hardworking, he works so hard. He was working just before he found out, and he still wanted to go to work, and we just jumped in and said no, he still wants to go back to work. And so anyways, we sat in the car and nobody talked. We just came home, and it's just going down, and you hear if you give him this, and his kidney gonna go up, we go and spend time and money and to buy the teas and different things, and then I wake up in the morning, early in the morning, and make that and give it to him, but it never did go down, and then go up, and then when we went to see him again, it was 12. Then she jumped in and she said no, there needs to go for dialysis.
Dad's nephrologist told him that he's going in. It was a shock to Dad. It was a shock to Dad because I think it hit him from left field that he's going for a port. So, yeah. The first day of dialysis, it was very traumatic. It was very hard. It was me, my mom, took my dad to dialysis, and it was the most emotional thing a person can go through at that point on the first day, right? We took Dad in. Mom left because she got very emotional. My mom was crying, right? My dad kept on asking for my mom, but my mom was talking to my sister actually on the phone. My sister was actually trying to calm my mom down. My mom was crying because she can't see my dad like that, but all my dad did, it was tough, but my mom came back and they hooked him up to the port, but he was okay. I mean, he didn't, everybody says you're tired and stuff. Some people do get tired. But Dad wasn't very tired. No, he wasn't
He was never tired.
He was never tired.
Come home, do something.
Yeah, he comes, washes the car.
I not sleep.
He doesn't sleep.
Still now. Not sleep.
He's now on the nocturnal.
Yeah.
He was on 4 hours before. But even with the 4 hours, Dad was coming home, cutting the grass, washing the cars. He would clean the house inside.
It's very unusual. I know a lot of people.
A lot of people say it. I don't know.
Come home and just pass out.
He had energy. He still has energy.
He has to wake me up.
Because I'll phone in the morning. My ritual is every morning I phone. My day gets started with their phone call. I have to phone. How's Dad? How are you? That's my morning ritual, right? And I'm like, how's Dad? Even this morning I called and he was up.
How do you sleep at the hospital?
The bed there, sleep.
Is it good?
Good?
You get a good night's sleep?
Yeah, sometimes sleep, sometimes I can't sleep, right?
Yeah.
People talking,
Do you feel when you're getting the dialysis, does it feel different?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You just sleep
Yeah.
like you would sleep at home?
They sleep like home. Nothing.
And then you come home and you
Yeah.
go about your day?
Yeah, come home, take shower and do something.
I'm tired. I just but he's like, let's go here, let's go there, let's go there. I can't do it, because
You're strong.
he's very tough.
You're tough. You're strong.
No, the first time, right? I had to sleep, right? Then later,
He still gets frustrated because he said, what's this life?
then after then, okay.
We feel bad. I feel bad when I say goodbye to him and he is taking his stuff and going, and inside I cry. Like, you know, it's just upsetting to see that, and
It's emotional, as you can probably see.
I make quite a bit of salads and, like, you know, put in a fridge, and it's there for a few days. And you know, even eating wise, like, you know, less meat, more protein in the morning. Like, I talk to the dietitian too, right? And so she gives me all the, you know, even like his phosphorus was really high, and then it was high, and then she phoned me and she said, Glenn,
Same thing.
he's
Go
doing,
there,
he's
there,
cutting
right?
the lawn, and
You
like,
do something, you know, the exercise.
He doesn't stop. He's always doing something.
Leave me a message and I'll get back to you.
I can't believe it's been almost 20 years since we met. My whole life has changed. Whenever I felt alone, you were there for me. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I couldn't have done it without the Kidney Foundation. And now, I need you more than ever.
So we've done all of the tests. The last one that was remaining was the CT of the chest and the abdomen. And we've done all of that. We're just waiting for an appointment and for them to approve him. I am hoping and praying for a live donor to come forward. We'll see, right? He's A positive, right? So he needs an A positive, A negative, O positive, O negative match. And then there's, you know, tissue matching, all of that that's involved as well.
And you're sharing,
Live videos.
you're sharing this story so that
sharing the story of Dad, yeah. I keep on sharing and people share, and so it's gone viral. Hopefully, it's got a lot of reaches, you know, and I thank God every day for that.
I just go on. I just go on, like, you know, and there's nothing I do.
you were mentioning you've got a beautiful garden here, and
Yeah, I just go and, like, you know, what are the plant, and he will be inside and he said, what are you doing there? I just, like, you know, I'm just looking at the, you know, vegetables and, like, you know, I was watering it, and it makes me forget about everything and, you know, just concentrate on those things. We both take care of it, like, you know, we just, like, you know, this morning we were out and, like, you know, just weeding. I still have to do a lot of stuff in the front because there's some dead stuff.
In order to keep strong through this kidney journey going forward, or even starting of the journey, a family unit has to be strong, has to stick together, has to listen to one another. But if you're not that unit, you know, like, you will break. You have to stick together. You literally have to stick together. You have to listen to each other. You have to be there mentally. You have to be there emotionally. You have to speak with them. If you're strong enough, you can beat anything. this has taught us as a family how strong in a unit we are. We're a very strong unit that we, honestly, when any kind of an illness hits your family, some people can, in a family, divide because of they're scared, right? So they separate, right? Or you pull together. And our family has pulled together. We have pulled together. We were always a very tight family, right? I mean, we are a tight family, but this has made us stronger and more smarter. Like, more smarter in the sense of like, finding more stuff. Like, I'm always on it. Like, I want to find out more. I fight for more. I'm trying the best I can. I think growing up, me being the oldest, because my brother and sister were small, they were younger, right? And I was 5 years older, right? So I think growing up, I saw a lot of mom and dad working hard, working the night shift, working the day shift, dad coming home and, cooking for us, or mom coming home and cooking and leaving the food and making the lunches, or, I saw all of that. I think that made me more, because it made me who the person I was, because I learned those good habits, the morals behind all of that, It taught me to be a better person inside. I looked up to my dad, right? As a strong person, right? And I always wanted to be like my dad, strong. And I think I've accomplished that. My dad built this house. He got this house built in '85. I was like determined to build a house in my life. I was determined and I did it. In 2012, I bought a lot, I built my house because I was determined. I wanted to be like my dad. That's what I did. I want to be like my dad. I want it to be.
My husband is a very excellent dad. He overdoes it, he does it sometimes, no, don't go there, don't go here, you're gonna get hurt, or you're gonna do this, but he's such a good dad to all the kids.
I grew up very well. My dad was a very, very good dad. He was an amazing dad. My dad...
Overprotective.
He was a very overprotective. I don't have any marks on me. I don't have any marks, Deb. I was not allowed to fall. Yeah. We were very protective. Dad was very protective of us.
Is that true, Dan?
Yeah.
They're
my sister, my
singing
brother.
your praises right now.
My dad was, my dad is, he will always be an amazing, amazing dad. My brother, my sister, my niece, my nephew, my daughters, we all love my dad. We just want my dad to get better and, to get a transplant. And that will be the biggest gift that God can give. If we could just get an angel to get my dad, the gift of life.
Hey, honey, I lost the list for Jason's birthday thing. Obviously, hamburger, cakes. No, not hamburger cakes. Hamburgers and cake. And buns, sausage.
Talking. Ooh, eye candy.
Is it a full moon tonight? People are being weird. And don't forget to make the Facebook event private this time. Okay, bye.
Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it?
Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.
The healthcare providers are amazing. They are, you know. It's a difficult process. It is a difficult process, and I know that they listen, they try their hardest. They try their hardest in treating, but sometimes it affects the whole soul, you know, and that really hurts in a family, you know. When they're going through all of this, it affects the whole soul.
Yeah, what happened to the time when we first came to Canada, if you are sick, I remember getting really bad migraine headache, and the doctor will phone the doctor, and the doctor will come right to the house. And, you know, he'll give you whatever and then you're fine. Now we can't find a family doctor if there's no family doctor.
I just want to say one thing. I want to say is, without my mom, my dad is not there. Without my dad, there's my mom is incomplete. So without both of them, they're incomplete. And that's what makes a team, is my mom and dad. And without them, we're nothing. So I need to really get my dad better. I really need to get my dad better and see my dad better. So I have a whole bunch of, I have an Instagram account, and I have a Facebook account and a TikTok account where I post about my dad on my stories once a day. I'm hoping that kidney awareness will be known through hopefully my platform and in the South Asian community as well. My Instagram is JoshyGirl1, Facebook is Joshy Reddy, and JoshyGirl1 on my TikTok. So, yeah.
Let's see, so kidney is these are my grandpa's kidney stones. They're very precious. Kidney is a bone in your back that helps you turn.
I don't know, to be honest.
They don't know kidneys are vital, do you? Get the facts at kidney.ca.
Hi guys, my name is Joshy and I'm here to talk about my dad. My dad is a very hardworking man who has dedicated his whole entire life to his family and his children. But now his kidneys have failed and he's in desperate need of a transplant. Unfortunately, we have been unable to find a match within our family. I'm reaching out to you all today to hopefully help or know of somebody who could donate a kidney to my dad. If you know of anybody that can help my dad, I would be so grateful. Watching my dad go through this has been probably the most hardest thing that I have ever been through in my life. I am very close to my dad, And I know a lot of you are close to your dads as well. This is a plea for someone out there that is a match for my dad. My dad's blood type is A positive and will be a suitable match would be A positive, A negative, O positive, O negative. If you know anybody that can be a match for my dad, please call the Vancouver General Hospital Transplant Clinic at 604-875-5182 and quote transplant kidney number 25209, and they will be able to tell you all of the criteria that has to be met. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you. Thank you.